This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. This video is brought to you by Stamps.com. So conservatives in the media right now, Fox News especially, it's what I'm going to talk about today, are losing their minds about the announcement that Donald Trump, in some part, was under investigation by the Department of Justice related to his crimes surrounding the 2020 election and the insurrection that took place. These people are without credibility, though. I mean, keep in mind, Tucker Carlson has, for over a year and a half now, proclaimed that an insurrection did not take place. The same event that we all witnessed with our own eyes, Tucker Carlson denies taking place. He calls it a trespassing event, or at the very worst, an event that some vandalism happened. Completely discounting the fact that they were attempting to overthrow the United States government by reinserting Donald Trump as president, a man who lost by over 7 million votes just months before in an election. Overlooking the fact that they brought violence and weapons in an attempt to forcefully change the outcome of a free and fair, settled American election. So they are, again, without credibility. It is a clown car over there at Fox News with their defenses of Donald Trump and his criminality. And now, finally, that we're getting some soupçon, some essence of something happening, that the possibility of consequences are real, Fox News is losing their collective minds. Here in Washington, D.C., where the weather is set to sauna from June to September, it takes real motivation to leave the house. During these months, only a great restaurant, a special event, or a necessary task will pull me into the scorching temperatures. Thankfully, my shipping needs no longer require incendiary trips to the post office. Instead, I use Stamps.com. You need only a computer and a standard printer to be up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter or package to any place you want to send them. And the best part, you don't have to leave your house. Simply set a pickup and your mail carrier will collect from your doorstep. It's too easy. Have you been spending too much time in the sauna yourself? Why not chill out with Stamps.com? Sign up now at Stamps.com/Dollemore for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. With Stamps.com, you'll also cool off your spending. You see what I did there? Using Stamps, you get access to discounts you simply cannot find anywhere else, like up to 30% off of United States Postal Service rates and 86% off of UPS. Stamps also works seamlessly with Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, and a bunch more. Over 1 million businesses have used Stamps.com for more than 20 years. Whether you're an office sending invoices, an eBay store shipping products, or a warehouse mailing your orders, Stamps.com is your mailing and shipping solution. Get out of the heat with Stamps.com. There's no risk, no long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com/Dollemore for your free 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. That's Stamps.com/Dollemore. You'll never have to go to the post office again. Let's start with Tucker Carlson, who had this to say last night.
Political speech is not a crime in America. It has never been a crime in America. Even if extremists use your words to justify their violence, you cannot be arrested for their deeds because we have a First Amendment. Political speech is sacrosanct, period. The Supreme Court has ruled on this many times. It's at the very heart of our system. It is why this is a free country. But in the single most radical move, perhaps, of the entire Biden administration, the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, has decided to change this. The Washington Post is reporting that the Justice Department is investigating former President Donald Trump as part of a criminal probe into January 6th. Now, that may confuse you since Trump did not commit any act of violence on January 6th. In fact, he publicly urged his voters to, quote, stay peaceful. When they entered the Capitol building, he told them to go home. That's all on public record.
This is where he has zero credibility, Tucker Carlson. It shouldn't come as a shock to you that he has no credibility, the white nationalist, hosting his white supremacy fireside chat on a nightly basis on Fox News. The man who looks like a confused dog who was just shown a magic trick constantly. The haircut, the soft skin, smooth-brained goon. He says that political speech is not a crime. Followed by Donald Trump told them to go home. He took 3 hours to tell them to go home. 187 minutes, and only after his staff pleaded and begged him and tried to force any movement whatsoever from the President of the United States, who sat by while an unruly armed mob attacked the United States government. He waited 3 hours, so he didn't just tell them to go home, Tucker. And political speech is not a crime. But you know what is a crime? Inciting rebellion against the United States of America. That is a crime. Conspiracy, seditious conspiracy. That's a crime, Tucker. Obstruction of justice is a crime, Tucker Carlson. Witness tampering is a crime, Tucker Carlson. Many crimes, very many crimes. It's not political speech. All he did was say some stuff and nothing else. But this is the narrative from conservatives. This is what they want, not you to believe, because they don't think you're watching. They want their unwashed, low information, uneducated, poorly educated audience to buy this. To have history rewritten in some perverse manner. They want you to believe about an event you witnessed with your own eyes, something that is false. The fake news crowd, the crowd that decries history and doesn't want the history of America taught in schools in an accurate manner, wants to also rewrite the history of a day we all witnessed for ourselves. It wasn't just Tucker Carlson, though. Here's Laura Ingraham. She had her say as well.
The administration of Trump is a complete farce. Any charges that stem from this will be seen by honest legal observers for what they are: more political persecution, not legitimate prosecution. Now, remember what the New York Times reported last April, courtesy of confidential sources, that Biden wanted Trump prosecuted. He was growing tired of how he described Garland acting as a ponderous judge instead of a prosecutor. Now, those quotes were leaked for a reason: to influence Garland. Well, it took a while, but message received.
It did take a while, Laura. It took too long, because people like me and others like me have been screaming from the rooftops for Merrick Garland to do his job since January 7th. Well, he wasn't. He wasn't Attorney General, but whoever would be Attorney General to do their job, to hold Donald Trump accountable for his crimes, for the crimes we witnessed. We witnessed him incite an insurrection. Now we know he knew the mob was armed and he dispatched them anyway. Now we know through investigations that you didn't want to take place, Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, Republicans. Now we know that Donald Trump had it out with his Secret Service team because he wanted to go there to rile them up even more, to foment rebellion even more. But that's not your narrative. You'd rather say that this is any charges that come out of this they're a farce. And any honest legal observers, I think is the word you used, will view this as political persecution, not prosecution. Again, forwarding the narrative that no crimes were committed. And I've already listed several crimes that we know were committed. We watched it happen. If The upper level of the underling class of the insurrection are now being charged with seditious conspiracy. They weren't acting on their own. From whom did they take marching orders? How high up does it go? I think we know. So the Fox News media class, the Newsmax media goons, and Republicans elected and not want you to believe something different than reality because they themselves have swallowed non-reality, a fake existence, an alternative set of facts, which we were told to do from the very beginning, whether it be Kellyanne Conway or Donald Trump telling you that what you're seeing and what you're reading is not happening. I mean, it's a chapter, it's a paragraph out of Orwell, and they don't even blink or blush when they try to pass it off. What do you think? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I appreciate your engagement with my content. The likes do a lot when you like a video, when you comment on a video. It's not just you leaving a comment and getting your voice on the record. It also games the algorithm so they promote my content to other new listeners who might benefit from the message. That's the ultimate thing of it. That's not why YouTube has it in mind to promote the content. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, at Dollemore. And if it is in your budget to do so, and if coupled with that, if you appreciate what I do and I bring you some value, please consider supporting my work. Click the join button below this video. For as little as $2 a month, pennies a day, you can help support and produce what I do right here. Become a channel member. Or if you're already on Patreon, maybe given to another creator, you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for being a part of the family, the extended community that follows and watches and engages with my show. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.